everyone, this is India Decides and I'm Maria Shakil. 7 months to go for the assembly polls in Haryana. The BJP has gone for a major shakeup. Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, who became Haryana's first Chief Minister from the BJP in 2014, has been replaced by Kurukshetra MP Nayab Saini. An influential figure from the OBC community, Saini is also BJP Haryana president. This isn't the first time that the BJP has gone for changing its chief ministers in poll-bound states. In recent years, there have been multiple examples, from Gujarat to Uttarakhand to Tripura to Karnataka. In some states, this strategy to counter anti-incumbency has yielded electoral victories. While in Karnataka, that gambit failed. B.S. Yediyurappa had picked his protege, Basavaraj Bommai. In Uttarakhand, in a matter of 4 months, remember, the BJP picked 3 chief ministers. In order to ensure that they return to power in Tripura, they changed Biplab Dev. So for an election-winning machine, that is the BJP, the only issue that matters is winnability. And that's what is responsible for all the political calculations that they do. First up, the soundbite of the former Chief Minister now of Haryana, and then I bring in the guests.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की परंपरा रही है कि हम संगठन में समय समय पर नए जो नेतृत्व को आगे लाते हैं। उस क्रम में जैसे आपने पिछले दिनों में देखा होगा कि मध्य प्रदेश में भी एक नए चीफ मिनिस्टर आए, राजस्थान में एक नए चीफ मिनिस्टर आए, इसी प्रकार से छत्तीसगढ़ में भी नए चीफ मिनिस्टर आए हैं। हो सकता है कहीं लोकसभा के चुनाव की बात आ जाए, और क्योंकि लोकसभा के चुनाव बिल्कुल एकदम निर्णय उसके होने हैं, मुझे ऐसी संभावना है कि शायद ऐसा हो सकता है।
Mahima Singh is the spokesperson of the Congress. We have Neha Dhawan representing the BJP. Hemant Atri, political commentator and journalist, and Aarti Jairath is a senior journalist. I'm going to begin with you, Mahima Singh. Your party may be calling it an attempt to divide votes, but does this move of a new chief minister have the Congress worried?
Jai Hind, not at all, Maria, because it is only the opening of Pandora's box in the politics of Haryana, as they say in Urdu. Ibtadaye ishq hai, rota hai kya? Aage aage dekhiye, hota hai kya? Because you see, there are few questions that the residents of Haryana want to ask the BJP today. The first is, does the BJP not find any of its elected 41 MLAs fitting for the role of the CM, because they have chosen to nominate, owing to the politics of appeasement and convenience, of course, an MP rather than an MLA, bypassing the constitutional process, because I don't think, either their 41 MLAs are unfit, so it's for them to answer. The second question is that why did Shri Anil Vij, who was also the Home Minister in the erstwhile cabinet, choose to give the swearing in amiss, was rather seen playing with his granddaughter at his home in Ambala, many kilometers away from Chandigarh. And the third question is that what if Mr. Nayab Saini is meted with the same fate that Surinder Pal Titi of Karanpur in Rajasthan was meted with earlier this year, when he was named minister and later he lost the election.
But Mahima, the larger question is that this is an election-winning strategy of the BJP. They change chief ministers and they retain states.
And this strategy is bound to fail this time, Maria.
Okay, so you are saying that this strategy will fail. Neha Dhawan, I don't think so. It is just about, exit of an alliance partner in JJB. इतना simple तो नहीं दिखता है कि इसीलिए ये पूरा reshuffle हुआ है. या JJP का exit तो शायद बहाना था, नया चीफ मिनिस्टर लाना था.
नहीं, इसको देखिए, कोई भी राजनीतिक इसका रूप देना बिल्कुल गलत होगा. ये एक नॉर्मल बीजेपी की प्रोसेस समझकर ही लेना चाहिए. अभी कांग्रेस की प्रवक्ता महिमा बोल रही थी कि जो है इस तरह के एक्सपेरिमेंट पहले फेल हुए हैं. लेकिन देखिए मारिया, कांग्रेस और बीजेपी में बहुत बड़ा अंतर है, विचारधारा का अंतर है, कार्यप्रणाली में अंतर है. अगर यही चीज कांग्रेस में हुई होती तो अब तक गोलियां चल चुकी होती, अब तक सभाओं में जो है लाठी और कुर्सियां और जूते हो चुके होते, बच चुके होते. आपने पिछले दिनों देखा, जब कांग्रेस के ऑब्जर्वर हरियाणा में आते हैं तो हुड्डा पक्ष के लोग और जो एसआर के गुट के अलग के लोग थे, उन कार्यकर्ताओं में, कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ताओं में आपस में ही जूता बजाई हो जाती है। लेकिन हरियाणा में भाजपा ही नहीं, केवल पूरे देश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कल्चर आप देखिए, कितनी सहजता के साथ एक मुख्यमंत्री अपनी कुर्सी को दूसरे मुख्यमंत्री के हाथ में सौंप रहा है, उतनी सहजता से वो स्वीकार कर रहे हैं, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का हर कार्यकर्ता, हर वरिष्ठ नेता उसको स्वीकार कर रहा है। यही अंतर है कार्य प्रणाली का। और मुझे लगता है महिमा जी का जो
a quick response on that, and then I expand this debate, because the idea of this topic on India Decides is that this is a formula of sorts which has worked for the BJP in some states. It is a formula which they think actually cuts anti-incumbency, or if you remove an unpopular chief minister, then you ensure that there is new energy in the system in the run-up to elections. Please, Mahima, quick response from you.
Yeah. You see, when the BJP spokespersons speak like that, it is not only appalling, but it is also frivolous. Because it is as if they are taking the constitutional process for a ride. The PM is merely a star campaigner for them. And the whole structure, the whole federal structure, the whole cabinet for them is a mode of accommodation of their party workers, rather than the public representation that is meant to be there, rather than the governance, the efficient governance that should be there. Just yesterday, the Prime Minister was saying that the Chief Minister of Haryana is doing incredible work as per him. Then what was the pressing need to replace him and the entire cabinet today?
Hemant Attri and Aarti Jairath now on the screen. Hemant Attri, there is a model here. But, you know, people are talking about it in the context of the Gujarat model, where you changed Vijay Rupani and you had a new chief minister in Bhupendra Patel, and also a completely new cabinet. You know, several of those MPs MLAs who never had a chance returned. So it actually ensured that the BJP returned with a bigger mandate, which we saw play out just few months ago. But can that formula actually work in Haryana?
See, Maria ji, this is very interesting question, you know. There is a basic difference. There are a lot of similarities, but there are certain basic differences as far as you mentioned Vijay Rupani and Manohar Lal Khattar. See, there the entire cabinet was changed for the very simple reason that Modi felt the pulse and he changed it overnight. In Haryana, what they have done, they have only changed the chief minister. Rest of the ministers are almost the same. 5 ministers have been sworn in. All of them are the same. As far as I know, Mr. Modi's, style of working, what he does is he changes en masse. This time he has not done it. And the simple thinking behind the Gujarat thing was that there is an anti-incumbency against the cabinet as well as the chief minister. Here it is a bit different to the sense that only the chief minister has been changed. And there is a background to it. Maria, we have to understand that. Yes. Basically by changing Manohar Lal Khattar, there is one thing which is coming out very openly is that the Prime Minister himself has admitted that he had an unpopular Chief Minister, whom he admired day before yesterday. But it has just not happened like that. Prime Minister has felt the pulse again through 3 surveys. He got 3 surveys done, 2 through his own sources and 1 through the RSS. Mr. Manohar Lal was, a die-hard RSS all through his life. He is an RSS cadre. And the outcome of the survey was astonishing for everybody in the system. Mr. Prime Minister was shocked to see that his popularity in Haryana is 70%, and the unpopularity of the incumbent Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar was more than 70%. And Prime Minister did not take this overnight. He sent Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya, who was General Secretary in charge of Haryana in 2014. And remind you, in 2014, in BJP first time, on its own majority came to Haryana in power. That was the background.
Yes.
So Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya came all the way to Haryana. He had 4 meetings with his party cadres, along with Mr. Kailash, the new chief minister. And what happened? He was shocked to see that there is a lot of, anger against not only the incumbent chief minister. There were certain complaints from the, cadres, as well as their alliance with the BJP.
Yes.
Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya went back.
One would say that this is a very unpopular decision, Aarti Jairath, which is done with pure political calculation. It's very brutal move, but a move which actually has got mixed response, mixed results. There is a Karnataka, and also there are 3 states where the BJP managed to win and retain.
Sure. Firstly, I'd like to say that this is a hallmark of Modi's politics to spring a surprise, on everybody. Till actually till early this morning, everybody thought Manohar Lal Khattar would be retained as chief minister, and then suddenly you find a new chief minister in his place. So I think that it's very difficult to anticipate what the Modi-Shah duo is planning and what they're going to do. But everything, as the person speaking before me pointed out, I think that they have a plan. They do everything in a very methodical manner. It's very systematic. It is thoroughly researched. Yes, they did go wrong in Karnataka, but they have gone right in Gujarat. They have gone right in, other states. So, why should they not try to, take the risk in Haryana? Because there are 2-3 things working for them. One is that they have cut the JJP out completely. And, and they have broken the party. JJP MLAs have come over to support this government. So that's virtually the end of Dushyant Chautala.
Okay.
The second thing is that the opposition they face in Haryana is the Congress. And as you know, whenever we've seen the BJP and the Congress head on, except in Karnataka where the Congress won, everywhere else, the BJP has managed to win because the Congress simply doesn't have the kind of fire or the skill to match the kind of politics that the Modi-Shah duo practice. And I think, and also the Congress in Haryana is deeply divided.
Okay.
There is the Huda faction, there is the, Shelja faction and so on. So I think the BJP has taken a very calculated risk in Haryana,
okay,
and they hope that it will pay off.
Okay, so calculated risk, not just this time around, calculated risk in all the states where they have changed chief minister midway. Mahima, of course, this would come as a surprise for the Congress. If you look at the reactions that have come in from all those who are seen as stakeholders in Haryana politics of the Congress party, be it Mr. Surjewala or the Hudas, all of them are saying that there is much more than what meets the eye, that this is an attempt of dividing caste, and Dushyant Chautala will have some kind of post-poll arrangement in assembly. But for the moment, do you think the BJP has sent this message that they can do course correction if the need be?
I don't know what is the message that the BJP has sent for sure, that the people of Haryana will tell the BJP and the country also in due time. But one thing is for sure, Maria, as we speak, Mr. Anil Vij, who has been named Deputy Chief Minister by the BJP in their typical placard fashion, the chit fashion, he has removed the BJP from his bio. He was already absent. I asked a question and the BJP spokesperson just totally evaded my 2 questions. Did they not find a fitting elected MLA out of their 41 or the independent ones? And why did the deputy CM, the nominated deputy CM, choose to give the swearing in a miss and now has also eliminated BJP from his Twitter bio? So I think the BJP is not only fooling the people, but it is also fooling itself. Who knows tomorrow what Anil Vij, who's a very powerful man in Haryana's politics, his take going to be. And what our leaders, Kumari Shailaja ji and Huda ji, Surjewala ji have pointed out to is that what the JJP and BJP had was a quid pro quo setting. It was a preset match. Right. So
can you trust JJP?
JJP
can the Congress trust JJP?
Sorry?
Can the Congress trust JJP?
The Congress has, I think, made its stance very clear. JJP was hand in glove with BJP in torturing the farmers of Haryana, the wrestler daughters of Haryana. And I think people of Haryana have seen that. People of Haryana, a major section, voted against the BJP for the JJP. JJP betrayed their trust.
Okay, Hemant Atri and Aarti Jairat, 1 minute to both of you. Hemant, beginning with you. Whatever said and done, It's an old script, yes, but in a new state, one size fits all will not apply. But what do you think is giving BJP confidence that a new chief minister in the Kurukshetra MP can give them that chance in the upcoming polls to beat anti-incumbency?
Maria, to be very precise and professionally speaking, there is one cultural difference between Congress and BJP. Let's be on the point. And the point is, any BJP worker, whatsoever, whosoever in the country, he never sees the candidate. He never sees the chief minister. He works for the party, he works for the organization. On the other side, on the contrary, the real thing which is hurting Congress the most, in any state, in any district, and anywhere you go, any BJP, any Congress worker is first aligned to a regional leader, and then he is aligned to the party. That is the basic difference.
But
in Haryana, what is ailing Congress the most is that the workers are with X leader, Y leader, or Z leader.
Okay.
They are for the individual leader. They are not working for the party. That makes the hell lot of a difference.
Okay.
Where in a state
but
like Haryana.
Aarti, a last word and the final word to you, and then I wrap up this discussion. Aarti, don't you think that this is another signal of over-dependence on brand Narendra Modi? If you give a new person chance at Chief Minister's chair for just 7-8 months, what difference can he really bring on the ground? It's also an acceptance that none of these leaders who were in the Chief Minister's chair were mass leaders. They were not vote catchers.
I mean, today there are only two, apart from Narendra Modi himself, there are only two state leaders who can be considered mass leaders. One is, of course, Yogi Adityanath in UP, and the other is Himanta Biswa Sarma in Assam. Apart from that, everybody else are, they're just basically cardboard figures who have been put there by Modi based on whatever calculation he feels will work for the state, whether it is caste or it is community or it is just somebody who will accept diktats from Delhi. But, the thing here is that Haryana elections will happen, at least almost a year after the Lok Sabha polls. And, in the Lok Sabha polls...
Last year last time in 2019 it was held in the month of October. That's why we are saying 7 months from now.
6-8 months after the, Lok Sabha polls. And, I think right now, brand Narendra Modi is way ahead in the Lok Sabha polls. So whatever happens in the state will have to be judged only after we see the Lok Sabha election results.
But then the calculation would be that Mr. Khattar delivered 10 on 10 last time around in 2019. So, but it is about brand Narendra Modi. If Prime Minister Modi himself is on the ticket, the results will be, of course, about him and him alone. Mahima Singh, Hemant Atri, Aarti, Jayarath and Neha, thank you so much for joining us. Shifting focus to our newsmaker right now who's joining us. Brijender Singh is Member of Parliament of Hisar. He quit the BJP recently to join the Congress. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. Manohar Lal Khattar is out. Nayab Saini has taken oath. How do you see this new change?
See, this new change which has come about in quick time, I think it is triggered by the fact that the Bharatiya Janata Party realizes that the alliance which they were part of with the JJP was politically very, very detrimental to their interests. And I'm sure they were aware of the ground situation, but since it was an alliance of convenience and everyone was happy with it, so they perhaps are trying to ignore the voices which are coming from the grassroots. And now I guess I had some role to play in it because I did resign on Sunday, and all this thing has happened within a day and a half. So perhaps there was a realization that things have gone too far and election is right round the corner, and whatever situation we can retrieve it by getting rid of the alliance and getting rid of the Chief Minister.
Is it just about getting rid of the alliance, or is it more to do with Mr. Khattar? Did you foresee some kind of anti-incumbency against the former Chief Minister, Mr. Khattar? Is that the reason why you switched sides, basically jumped the ship and joined the Congress?
I mean that is one of the reasons, yes, but my shifting has nothing to do with any immediate incident or event. I was made a member of parliament from Hisar. BJP gave me the ticket, and as I said, 2019 was a Modi wave, and I was a beneficiary of that. But very soon I realized that I was not comfortable with where I was, and then it was further aggravated by 3-4 major incidents or events, which kind of the unease which I felt, it got further solidified. What I'm referring to is the farmers' agitation, the whole Agnipath, Agniveer scheme, and the female wrestlers issues. All these things affect or hit at the core of Haryana and Northwest India, because our identity is, we are identified with agriculture, with the armed forces, and with the sporting culture. So all these three things were kind of put under a hammer, and so I was that way very uncomfortable. So this is on one side. The other issue at the state level was the political one, which is this whole alliance of BJP with JJP, a party which had bitterly fought the 2019 election, and when I say bitter, it was really bitter. Very unseemly things were said in that election, and once the election gets over, the same party comes and sits in your lap and enjoys power for the entire term of 4.5 years almost now. So this kind of alliance of convenience was damaging. It was visible to everyone, and we had been speaking against it in the party forum and out in the public also for the last 1.5 years. In fact, 2023, October 2nd, we held a rally in Jind, and we did make our intention very public and very clear that if this alliance persists, we will not be a party to it anymore. So that's why I took the call which I did. Of course, anti-income, it's not as if I switched sides for a greener pasture. It's not that. The basic thing was that I was not comfortable with where I was. And secondly, the condition in state, the political condition in state was something I was not just in agreement
All
with.
right.
I totally disapproved.
Mr. Singh, appreciate your time. Perhaps in this poll season, you're among the few who has chosen to go to the Congress. We have seen the exodus largely from the Congress to the BJP this time around. We are putting the entire discussion on ndtv.com. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching.